Oh, thank you. I guess that was my cue. Yes. All right. Well, welcome back. Thank you. I am Torian Bethia, the founder and CEO of the Springfield Pride Parade organization here in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, and this is our third year. Here we go again. Last year was a great success. We have hit the ground running since 2022, and it's just been getting better and better. So I can't wait to see what we create this year. Last year, year one, we planned for 500 people, ended up getting 6,500 people. Yes. Last year, doubling our numbers, I was just telling the mayor, by the time we got to Stern Square, the parade was still leaving Springfield Technical Community College. So that was double the parade in itself. So that was an incredible effort. Yes. And our organization in itself, I tell people all the time, the parade is not our work, it's a celebration of our work. And being in over 20 designated safe spaces here in Springfield is incredible from our beginning of only 4 businesses in the downtown Springfield area. Now we're in over 20 businesses all over Springfield. Great accomplishment. Thank you. In our safe space programming in Springfield Public Schools, we were in 6 schools last year, continuing to grow. Just had a great conversation with Springfield Public Schools, and we're trying to move in the direction of the Springfield Pride Parade organization being a LGBTQ plus advocate program and support in the school during the school day versus just an after-school program. So we want to be that go-to resource to combat bullying, make sure that all of the administrators understand how to, nurture this amazing community that we serve here. And we also are getting ready to launch our virtual safe space, so a digital component for those that aren't ready to be out and proud as, they want to be, but still have the support from a digital perspective, so they can just log on twice a week and just have the support of our community here. So we're super excited about the initiatives that we're moving forward. We were in SciTech the other day, just talking to the students and building with the students, and we feel as an organization, you can't help those if they're not involved, so we now have a student committee helping us with the parade this year. So the students are owning this thing. Yes. Absolutely, yes. And we're super excited. This is our second year of our Ruby Lee Scholarship, which is $1,500 from our organization, but the great and mighty white lion, Ray Berry, has matched us 100%, so our scholarship is now $3,000. Yes. Yes, and we also have an internship program. We're super excited to partner with Springfield Public Schools to bring in maybe 2 to 4 student interns, paid internship program, $17 an hour. We're putting our money where our mouth is. For a student to get involved in our organization, support us from an administrative perspective, and just kind of learn the ropes of how we do what we do, and a great resume builder. So all of this information is located on our website, springfieldprideparade.org. So if you know any students that are interested, that are looking for a scholarship, we have all of these great assets available. So we're here to do the work. In our 3rd annual, we have a lot to celebrate, so we're happy to be back. Yes. So I'm just a rookie at speaking, but I'm going to bring up a true pro. So I just want to introduce a great supporter of us since day one. It wasn't even a blink of an eye. He's like, let's do it. Our incredible mayor, Mayor Dominic Sumner.
Thank you, Corey. Where you going? Stay right here. Stay right here. This young man and his mom. Let's give his mom a big round of applause. The dynamic duo. And I remember when the elegant and eloquent Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Helen Colton Harris, and though we had some wintry weather today, I love that spring outfit she has on there, came to see me with Torian and my first Chief Diversity Inclusion Officer, Attorney Talia G. Judy Crowell is now my new Chief Diversity Inclusion Officer, about this idea of celebrating Pride. And he's right. Without hesitation, I said, why not? And I take people face value. A good person is a good person is a good person. And putting this together, he's absolutely right. We thought we maybe get 500 people. 6,500 people marched, of all creed, colors, and backgrounds, of all professions, and not one issue. And I remember copying Torian, Helen, Talia at the time. I would get some derogatory comments or derogatory mailings or this or that or emails. And we're going forward with this, and it was quite the celebration. Then year two, that's all we received, 2. So, and it was a massive celebration, and then also economic development spinoff because he moved it down to our restaurant row, Stern Square, Worthington Street, and many of the amenities down there were able to make money on it too. But in turn, what did he do after that? An outreach to the young people, education. And we partnered with Superintendent Dan Warwick to be in the schools, to be able to help individuals. And I've been a long-time member of the National Mayor's LGBTQ group in supporting these initiatives. And then they do the scholarship. And to Ray Berry, a White Lion, I was just there the other night, to double that, that's $3,000. And everybody knows what college costs. Everything counts. And then to our generous sponsors, Bay State Health System. Thank you, Bay State. They have quite the colorful contingent, too. Am I right? I'm correct, Anne-Marie, on that? MGM is in the house. MGM, thank you. I think for nearly or well over 170 years now, Fortune 100 company, Mass Mutual, we can always count on them. They've always been there for us. We'd also like to thank Springfield Technical Community College, Stick, and President Cook. They've been a great sponsor. And of course, us, the City of Springfield and Health and Human Services, Helen Colton Harris, and the city. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful celebration, and it celebrates the beautiful mosaic of the City of Springfield and beyond. Because my understanding is, I believe we had the biggest celebration, one of the biggest in the state, definitely the biggest in Western Massachusetts. And it was just great to get everybody together. In the day and age we are in now, where many times all you hear is about negativity, 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 whether it's on the world, the country, the state, city. This just getting everybody from, again, all creed, colors, and backgrounds, all walks of life and professions, not doing this, but doing this. It's just heartwarming. And I have to give a shout out to the artiste, Helen's son there, Mr. Seabrook. He does great design work. This is his design. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? So, Torian and the others are going to give you a rundown. We have a lot of events. There's at MGM. They're going to do the ball will be there again. And that was a great event. Matter of fact, I was able to trip the floor with Helen, too. Somebody got a good photo shot of you and I. But it's all going to a celebration of respect, equality, and the goodness of the city of Springfield and beyond. But I will end with this as I open. To this young man here, and to his mom and the crew that he has put together. From one or a small group, change can occur for the better. And when you look at the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, another first in the city of first here in the city of Springfield, you look and you see on this event, this situation, this aspect, you see Torian and his mom. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you do that parade. We got a flag raising coming up. We'll be at the gala doing a little dancing, this and that. It is a wonderful, mosaic, colorful event, fun-loving, also good economic development spinoff for us, too. I appreciate that. So, again, thank you to everyone that is involved, and especially a lot of the volunteers, student volunteers. And I also want to give one last shout-out. I think one of the first parade marshals was Helen's daughter, Angela, Hollywood. I have nicknames for everybody. So she's been going through some health challenges, but she's strong, and she's rehabbing. She's coming around now, too. So I wanted to give that shout out, and I wish her good health. With that, I will turn it back to the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Pride himself. Put your hands together for Torian Bethea.
Thank you, Mayor Sarno. Appreciate it. This next speaker needs no introduction. Health Commissioner Carlton Harris.
First and foremost, it's important to thank Mayor Sarno, who really took a risk with us, because there were many naysayers in the city of Springfield. Homophobic individuals would come forward and really be mean-spirited. So it did take courage to step out on faith and say, we are going to support and we are going to move this initiative forward. Thank you, Mayor Sarno. I also want to tell you how proud I am of Torian, a young man who came back to this city and also took a risk by letting this city see him for who he is and who he wants to be seen as. Torian, I call him my godson. He is someone who is so amazingly special to me, and I thank you for the risk that you took by coming back home and starting a movement. This is Public Health Month. The City of Springfield Department of Health and Human Services is very proud to support the Pride organization. We are particularly surprised and supportive, of the Youth Initiative. The Youth Initiative is very important because youth in our city can now feel seen. Public health is prevention and intervention, and by allowing our youth who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer to be seen, we prevent suicide, mental health disorder, bullying. So much get prevented when our youth are seen. And so Torian, taking this into our schools has really been something that has been transformative. I see youth in the community who are very proud of who they are right now. I know that at the parade and the gala, we see our youth dancing, shouting, and just feeling good about who they are. You did that, Torian, so I am extremely proud of your work. I am also extremely proud of my son, Christopher, who is the mayor calls the artiste. Christopher has a master's degree in fine arts from the School of Visual Arts in New York. So if you're ever looking for an amazing graphic designer, I want you to keep in mind that I have one. Lastly, I want to thank the mayor for recognizing my daughter, Angela, who is struggling with some health challenges. Angela was one of the first individuals that Torian sort of came out to and talked to. And so I appreciate her listening ear, and I want you all to continue to pray with the family and actually an entire city for Angela's good health. Torian, Miss Sylvia, Pride Organization, congratulations. I look forward once again to strutting down the street and dancing with the mayor at the gala. Thank you.
Yes, and Angela will kill me if I didn't announce that she was our first Grand Marshal and was the cat in the hat and definitely strutted her stuff, so we can't wait to see her strut again. So she is absolutely in our prayers. Next up, this amazing, amazing woman. We have great lunches together all the time, and she has stepped in and took over this role as Diversity and Equity Inclusion Officer and does such a great job and never lets me know that she has my back. So I appreciate you. Never lets me forget that she has my back. So I appreciate you and thank you, Judy Carvel.
So everything the mayor and the commissioner has said, I echo. I will add to that I appreciate Torian for creating a space for a marginalized group. As I was speaking to his mom earlier today, everyone wants support. And we cannot deny them that support. All of us are different. All of us have our groups and the people that make us feel comfortable. And I appreciate Torian for his support of our LGBTQ community, and he makes a space for them. So I support his efforts, and I love him so much. He knows that, and I support this community because that's what I do. We must be kind to one another, regardless of any differences you may feel. Kindness always wins. Love always wins. And I told him I wasn't gonna be the 5-minute person. I'm an introvert, extrovert. I like to be out there, but I don't like to be out there. But I am grateful for him. I'm grateful for Pride Springfield, and I love his mom, and she supports him so much. And that's a wonderful thing. When you have parents who support who you are, that's the foundation, because that's the home. And then you can exude that wherever you go. And that's what we all should do. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
Love you, babe.
Thank you. So before we get into the exciting announcements of the weekend, we do have other projects that we are working on here to add to this beautiful mosaic. One we have been working on for a long time now. We are hopefully in the final stages of doing the first ever in Springfield Pride Crosswalk painting happening in May, also designed by the artiste. So we have one of our amazing partners, Karen Finn, here to talk a little bit about that amazing activation. Karen?
Thank you. This is really exciting. I get to work with both Chris and Torian on this, so you know that I'm having fun. This is a public art initiative that is really vital to showing this community that they're seen, that they're supportive, that they're loved, and using Chris's design, which we're not going to show until it's on the ground, is going to be a great way to end, or coming to the end of the parade. We hope to have it up in May. Last year it didn't happen. All of our rain dates were canceled due to rain. But here we go. So Monday, the City Council is going to unanimously approve the new location, and we really want to support the City Council for approving it last year, for DPW for unanimously approving the location, for Mayor Sarno for making all of this happen, for our designers, and for all the youth community who will be the only invited participants to help paint this one through Torian's efforts. So I'm really blessed, and thank you for all of the support. Thank you, Torian, for all you do. You make us all so proud.
Just quickly wanted to mention Britt and Commonwealth Murals. Wanted to make sure that they got a shout out. They have been so supportive. Being on the board with Britt and understanding her mission and what she does is she's allowed for artists to take center stage in their community, be expressive, and not be judged for their artistic talent. So really want to appreciate Britt as well. And thank you all.
All right, and now let's get into the weekend. May 30th at 10:30 a.m. here outside City Hall, we have our official progress flag raising with Mayor Sarno and the administration. Then at 1 p.m. on May 30th, we're doing our LGBTQ plus youth community panel at Springfield Technical Community College. And then on Friday, it's back. We have our great U-Ball, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for the announcement of our theme this year. So if you take a second, turn to a monitor for the presentation. Yes. Our theme this year is Parisian Masquerade. So we are going to take a beautiful trip to Paris and then celebrate with beautiful, colorful masks. And we're bringing back all the color and joy and romance of Paris. So May 31st, Jen, let's do it. And then we have our great parade, which will start on the campus of Springfield Technical Community College, who also, year one, said, let's do it. Not a no-brainer. Eunice, thank you so much for being on board. And then we have our grand finale, which is our third annual Springfield Pride Parade Block Party. Year one, we were outside on the steps of Springfield City Hall, which was great. And then the mayor had an idea, year 2, what did we think about bringing it to Stern Square and supporting those businesses? And it was an amazing turnout, and the businesses did very, very well. So we're excited to bring it back, and we do have an announcement of our headliner this year. So if you can, to the screen one more time.
Queen of Bounce, Big Frida.
So collaborating, New Orleans Queen of Bounce legend Big Frida.
Let's roll the boat.
Michael, Big Frida is a legend. Hailing from her native city of New Orleans, she's recognized for pioneering bounce music, known for its call and response section.
A bounce music icon, New Orleans icon.
The one and only. Hey, y'all, it's the one and only Queen Diva. Springfield, Massachusetts, are you ready for the Queen of Bounce herself to come and set it on fire? On June the 1st at the Stern Square, I'll be hitting the stage right after the parade at the block party. Make sure y'all ready and you have your dancing shoes on. You heard me? Girl down. See you there. You already know.
Yes, Grammy Award-winning Big Frida is coming to Springfield, Massachusetts for the first time ever. So she is bringing that New Orleans bounce to our town, so we can't wait to see what that holds. So we have a great weekend ahead of us, a big weekend, an exciting weekend, but we could not do this without our amazing partners. So first and foremost, Mayor, Commissioner, Judy, thank you so much for being on board with our efforts. And one of our first sponsors who said absolutely, thank you, Dennis Duquette, but the amazing Mass Mutual. So we have Colin Burns here, head of the BRG for Mass Mutual. Say a few words. Thank you. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, first and foremost, to Torian, for the city of Springfield, for everything that you do to make the LGBTQ+ community more welcome here and really be able to stand in their true selves. We appreciate it so much. You do so much. So just first and foremost, thank you. On behalf of the entire Mass Mutual family, and especially our more than 500 employees in our Pride LGBTQ+ business resource group, Mass Mutual is honored to be the sponsor of the 3rd annual Pride Parade in Springfield, Massachusetts, our hometown since 1851. Mass Mutual's vision is to provide financial well-being for all Americans, and our Pride Business Resource Group, the first resource group established in our company 16 years ago, helps do just that. Since its inception, the group has been a strong influencer in informing our company and our leaders on when and how to show up internally and externally on matters of importance to members of the LGBTQ+ community and their allies. And showing up is exactly what Mass Mutual has done for years, dating back all the way to the company's public fight and substantial financial support against the AIDS epidemic more than 3 years ago, and subsequently on many occasions, including expanding medical benefits for our trans employees and fighting for legislation at the state and local level to improve LGBTQ+ equality. At a time in our country where LGBTQ+ Americans, especially our trans family, are facing challenges to their basic human rights, it is more important than ever for companies like Mass Mutual, like MGM, to stand up, raise their voice, and march in celebration of Pride. I'm so happy to work for a company that backs me as an employee and as a human being. As an out gay man and proud leader at Mass Mutual, I am thrilled to participate this coming June in the raising of the Pride flag out front of our headquarters here in Springfield for the 6th year in a row, and to march alongside the rest of the community at Springfield's 3rd annual Pride Parade. Thank you again for everything that you do, and we're so happy to be here with you.
All right. And another amazing partner of ours and the host of the Great U-Ball, and who's instantly become such a great friend of mine, the mighty MGM, Jen McGrath.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioner. MGM Springfield, there's a couple of words to capture Springfield pride. The first is wow. It takes 3 to 5 years, and we as MGM know, to make an event a success. Well, shame on us and pride on you. You did it in 1 year, doubled in 2 years, and dare we say together, I cannot wait to see the crowd. This event is special, and it's personal to our staff at MGM that are loud, proud to be part of the LGBTQ community. So for that, we thank you. I cannot wait to dance. Mayor, save me a song. I cannot wait to walk side by side with my colleagues and peers, and I cannot wait to celebrate the pride of Springfield, Massachusetts. Congratulations, Torian and team. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And where the party's gonna start, to get anywhere, you gotta start. My mother always says, nothing beats a failure but a try. And we needed, year one, we just needed a place to start this thing. And we got on the phone, and I called Eunice, said, you don't know me, but I have an idea. And Eunice quickly responded and said, absolutely, we could figure it out, bring it here. And that's why, hopefully, our parade will start and forever start on the campus of Springfield Technical Community College. So I just want to bring up Dr. Karen Walker to say a few words from Springfield Technical Community College.
So that everybody can see Eunice. Because he's right. Eunice has been, I've only been at STIC for 4 months, and Eunice has been unwavering about this. So you need to know that. She has been an inside champion. Mr. Mayor, Commissioner, and Pride Committee, on behalf of President Cook and his cabinet, staff, all of us, thank you for coming to us and letting us be a partner with you. We share in common this way of being, this sense of pride of self and in each other, proud of our identities, our goals, our journeys. President Cook at STIC consistently conveys his expectation that STIC is considered a safe space for every student, and that they see themselves not only on a journey to success, but to see each other as valued and important and future contributors to our community and our workforce. Let me do a shameless plug. It was something the mayor said. With resources such as, and I know President Cook would make sure I do this, with resources such as Mass Reconnect and Mass Nursing Scholarships, that enables folks to get an education through scholarships for free. And of course, in advancement, our fundraising efforts makes it extremely possible to get a quality education at an affordable price for everybody. The record turnout that you spoke of speaks volumes, and it is indeed encouraging, but you know the work still, there's a lot left to do. So year 3 and more years to come, we wish you much success as we celebrate, educate, collaborate, and stand and speak as students, faculty, leaders, colleagues, friends, as neighbors and families, that we do that with unity and with love. The preacher in me wants to say, God bless you. but don't record that as a state institution, right? Thank you.
All right, and I want to bring up another one of our mighty partners in the sense of they support what we do all year round. when we start our initiatives, when we're going into schools, when we're creating these spaces, when we are doing our summer programming, Bay State Health is always on board. And it literally takes one email to Anna Marie Goldman, and she's like, I'm sending over the link. Here you go. And Bay State has supported us since the beginning, and we're so grateful for your continued partnership and support. So I just want to bring up, welcome to Springfield, Kendall Lassane.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Torian. And good morning, everyone. My name is Kendall Lassane. As Torian mentioned, I've been at Bay State Health a little bit over a month, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm the Senior Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Bay State Health, and on behalf of Dr. Mark Kerouac, our President and CEO, Dr. Tyon Hinson, our Senior Vice President and Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer, and our Bay State Health family, we just want to thank Springfield Pride, the City of Springfield, Mayor Sarno, Commissioner Colton Harris, and Torian for leading and partnering with us at Bay State Health. We remain committed to fostering a diverse and inclusive environment where everyone feels they belong and everyone feels they're free to express themselves and their whole selves. Meeting this commitment is essential to achieving our mission of improving health of people in communities every day with quality and compassion. As a proud founding sponsor of the Springfield's Pride Safe Space initiative, Bay State Health is thrilled to witness its expansion throughout the community. And together with all of you, we are excited to continue the support for the upcoming Springfield Pride programming and champion efforts to raise visibility and advocacy for the LGBTQ+ community. We also remain committed to refining our systems, measured by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation's Health Equality Index survey, to enhance care and safety for patients, families, caregivers, and staff through advancing equitable care delivery, cultural humility, and dignity. To our LGBTQ+ community members, we see you, we honor you, and your contributions. We reaffirm our commitment to the work together to make safety, equity, and inclusivity at the forefront of all that we do. Thank you.
All right, so we are coming to a close, but before we do, I just want to introduce my incredible team. Of course, first and foremost, president of our organization, my mom, Sylvia Bethia. You already know him, our great art director, Christopher Seabrooks. And all the way from New York to support us, our Director of Operations, Lawrence Thomas, and our Communications Director, Anthony Woodburn. And in the back, George Anderson, who is playing two roles, but serving as our Digital Content Development Manager. So we have a strong team here, and clearly you can see from the imagery that's being created, it's quality here, and we're super excited. Also, honorable mention to Open Pixel, who handled all the animation for the U-Ball, which is also another great product of Springfield, Massachusetts. So thank you, Open Pixel. All right, so that concludes our ceremony. So please, can't wait to see everyone May 30th through June 1st. We're a weekend now, wow. For our third annual Springfield Pride Parade weekend. Thank you again, everyone.